let's jump in quick with the market update. You've got a couple things. I've got one thing I want to mention, but just let's hit it.
Yeah, sure. So just ran the numbers today for our MLS and the surrounding area. So this is the North Texas MLS. And so these numbers came from that. So first of all, as of today, at the end of January, then our average sales price in our area was $427,000.
Okay.
And last year, this is what I found interesting. So last year at this time, the sales price was 402. So 402.
That was last year.
So since
Wow.
last January at this time.
Yeah.
So the end of January it was 402. That was the sales price, average sales price. So right now we're at 427.
Yeah, sure.
So we have not, as far as statistics go, we're not backwards. So
We're
we're
not crashing.
still we're in the right direction, y'all.
Yeah.
Another interesting point is price per square foot. So at the end of January last year, price per square foot was 184. And
Okay.
so as of this year, 2023, into January, price per square foot is averaging 190. So
Cool.
again, we're up a little there.
Yeah.
So that's good news, right?
Yeah, we
And
have it.
then also,
Yep.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Average days on market right now is 55 in the DFW area. But last year at this time, this is where it's really interesting. So last year at this time, it was 11. So 11 days on
Jeez.
market. Now we are at 59
Yeah.
days on market. So that's where we start to really see the difference. And that's the market that we're feeling more
Yeah.
of. The buyer demand is
Yeah.
less.
It's
So
really
that
interesting
means,
though, because
yeah,
there's still pockets of multiple offer kind of
there
stuff.
are.
There's still
Yeah.
pockets
Yeah.
of where things go in the weekend, and so I think
Yeah.
that's really interesting because it really on the agent side of the game, it really feels very different property to property.
Hmm.
Because
Yeah.
if you're putting an offer on, if you're working with buyers and you're putting an offer in on properties that are in those multiple offer situations, it feels reminiscent. Now we're not
Uh-huh.
talking 40, 50 multiple offers like it was during that time. But it's still, it feels reminiscent of that. And so it's surprising sometimes because then you have other ones that
Yeah.
aren't that at all. The days on market are very on track for the 55 you mentioned. Like it's very weird. I mean, honestly, it's just very weird, y'all. And so you
Mhm.
just gotta
Mhm.
play the hand you're dealt, it's just part of it.
Well, it's true, and, even if you're in those multiple offer situations, some of those multiple offer situations, you're winning by going just maybe 5 or
Oh, sure.
8,000 above,
Sure. Sure.
instead of, 20 and
Yeah.
30,000,
Massive.
which we
Yeah.
were
Yep.
previously. So,
Yeah. Arm
yeah,
and a
it's
leg, the whole thing. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, it's kind of a
Yeah.
spotty kind of a market. It's the best way to
Yeah.
say that. Another interesting statistic right now is percent of list price. So this is how much at closing the percent of the list price is. So if you have 100% of the list price, then that's a full price offer, right? That you
Right.
closed on. So this year, it's at 93% of list is what the average is. Last year, it was 100%.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
last year, the numbers were higher. You were getting a lot more above, above full price offers.
Yeah. Sure.
So inventory right now, 2.5 months in the DFW area. Last year at this time, it was 1 month supply of
Golly.
inventory.
Golly. I
So
mean, that was
that's
better though, because at one point it was like 2 weeks, I think, right? Like,
yes,
I mean, that was
yes,
a month was improvement, which
yeah,
is crazy to think of that.
yeah. It really was. It was really a very odd market. So
Yeah.
we have more inventory, longer days on market. That's a reflection of a little less buyer demand.
Sure.
But like you said, we're still getting those pockets,
Mhm.
of those multiple offers. So yeah, so it's a funny market. So it's a good time to have a good agent
That's
because
right. Yeah.
there's lots of real estate analysis that's needed right now.
Yeah. Totally.